It is the first week of the GPA, and your Cleveland Bewears are going up against BanzaiMuskrat and his Boston Celibis. Me and Banzai go way back. He was actually in my first ever draft league over 10 years ago. I am super excited to face him again. And guys, if you are excited, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Banzai has a super well-balanced team offensively with great setup sweepers like Volcarona and one of his Terra captains, Hatterene. Great breakers in things like Iron Bundle and Conkeldurr, and bonds that can do both, like Roaring Moon and Ogerpon. Additionally, he has a really solid defensive core in Corviknight, Clodsire, and the mon that I am personally most afraid of, Terra Knacklestack. No, seriously, Terrago's Knacklestack just kinda 6-0s me if I'm not careful. Mons like Ogerpon and Milotic can be great deterrents for things like Kricketune and Intimidate support from Landorus thanks to their Defiant and competitive abilities respectively, giving them a +2 boost to their respective offensive stat if they are hit by Webs or an Intimidate. And also he has a Terra Farigiraf, which while I don't think it could actually be a really big hindrance with Armor Tail this week. Coming into this matchup, I knew I would have to have a 100% guaranteed win button at the end of the game. Like I said before, mons like Roaring Moon and Bundle can get really out of control really quickly. So, our first bring this week is Terra Normal Silkscarf Extreme Speed Lucario. Because of Banzai speed tiers, I didn't actually have to run any speed. I'm faster than Milotic, and I'm faster than a max speed Corviknight. So instead, max attack adamant and almost max health is the bring for the week. At +2 thanks to Sword Stance, I only need roughly 30% on all of his mons to win the game at that point. The only exception is, of course, Terrago's Knacklestack, as it always is. We are inner focused to ensure that we do not get flinched by a uninvested upper hand from Conkeldurr, and can knock that thing out with a +2 extreme speed after about 20%. Close combat kills Corviknight at about 65-70%, and Meteor Mash guaranteed one-shots Hatterene and Terra Fairy Knacklestack after a Sword Stance, depending on their investment. By far the biggest issue on Banzai's team is his lack of hazard removal, and while I think he's going to bring Clodsire to deal with a lot of threats, primarily Terapagos, I still like the prospect of Toxic Spikes, which is why my next bring is Mr. Eclectic, the Weezing. The first difficult thing with this set was its ability. I really wanted Levitate to be able to take on Clodsire better and lock us in a stalemate, but I really needed the neutralizing gas to get T-Spikes up in the face of Hatterene and also potentially get a poison on Knacklestack. Strange Seam hits his team really hard, with Flamethrower ensuring that I have coverage for Corviknight, and Clear Spog ensuring that I don't get swept by a Calm Mind Hatterene or Quiver Dance Volcarona, potentially even a Dragon Dance Roaring Moon. This thing has a ton of bulk and special defense to help me take on threats like the Volcarona a little bit better, as well as the Hatterene, even though it doesn't take psychic moves very well. It is what it is. This thing can also handle hits very easily from Roaring Moon. The downside to not having Levitate and instead running Neutralizing Gas is I am being hit a little bit harder by Earthquake, but I think because of that he brings Iron Head anyways. My team is looking super weak to Choice Specs Iron Bundle at this point, so I decided to bring the best check that I had, which is Assault Vest Kira. All I wanted here is actually so bulky, it didn't need a ton of investment to live a lot of hits from Bundle. My best roll is that I can live 3 Ice Beams with the Assault Vest if he is Choice Specs, which means that I had the opportunity to invest an absolute ton into its attack. 252 Quiet because I am a mixed attacker and I don't super need the speed for the same reason Lucario didn't need the speed. Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and Draco Meteor hit his team super duper hard. The only reason I have 68 attack there with the Iron Head is actually for the Hatterene. If he is Calm Mind, this is a way that I can guaranteed 3-shot hit without being 1v1 and absolutely swept under Trick Room. Pressure is also super nice because with Ice Beam I can put a ton of, pressure on Corviknight and make him use up his roost faster. Ice Beam and Freeze Dry are also both coming because Freeze Dry 2-shots the Iron Bundle, whereas Ice Beam 2-shots the Clodsire. Now, I don't know if I have made it clear, but I am terrified of Terra Knacklestack. I mean this with all genuality too. Banzai has made this thing his Pokemon. I have lost to this thing. It is Satan reincarnate. When the Bible speaks of the adversary, my mind thinks only of Knacklestack with Terra. So, to ensure that I'm not absolutely destroyed by that thing, LANDO-T is offered its services. By holding the Covert Cloak, LANDO is actually able to really effectively check anything Knacklestack wants to do to me. I take less than 10% from a body press and less than roughly 5 from a Sulk Gear, and I'm not affected by that annoying after effect. U-turn is there for pivoting, Earthquake for general damage, Taunt to stop Knacklestack from recovering, setting up rocks or Corviknight doing the same, and Smackdown there so I can 1v1 a physically defensive Corviknight with Rocky Helmet. I have enough speed investment to outspeed an absolute max speed Jolly Corviknight, while having enough attack investment to 2-hit KO it depending on the spread, with Earthquake after Smackdown and rocks. And thanks to my bulk, I'm able to survive every hit except for a Ice Beam or Freeze Dry from the Iron Bundle. Despite how everything is looking, my team is still really susceptible to a lot of his sweepers, particularly the Roaring Moon. I don't have a great answer for it outside of Lucario. Plus, I really needed some roll compression because I really wanted to take advantage of his lack of hazard removal. So, my first overall pick is making his debut, Juna the Terapagos. Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin ensure that I am able to win the hazard game because, again, he does not have a ghost type, at least before Terra. Thunderbolt and Ice Beam is all the coverage I really need. I'm still kind of walled by Clodsire, and also Calcador kind of tears through my team, but that's okay. Absolute ton of bulk, a little bit of speed just to beat a speed creeping my low tick, and enough special attack to hopefully get the 3-shot on the Corviknight with Thunderbolt, and hopefully get a 3-shot on the Clodsire with Ice Beam. Heavy Duty Boots ensures that if he does bring Toxic Spikes, I can avoid that, any sort of hazards with Corviknight. Additionally, I just didn't need another item. I don't need a ton of longevity on this thing. I really just need it to be able to take a hit from a potentially set up Roaring Moon and not die, which is what Terra Shell is there for, so we're good. At this point, I just needed a little bit of extra speed. See, with things like Iron Bundle and Roaring Moon and Volcarona, the speed can get out of control really fast, and while I am really terrified about his Trick Room mode with Hatterene and Conkeldurr, I don't want to lose to a Choice Specs Iron Bundle. So, Choice Scarf Meowscarada coming off the bench. Completely normal set, totally standard. Nothing weird about this Protean Choice Scarf Meowscarada. Nope. Don't look at that last move. It's not there. Yeah, so I needed a way to not get just immediately 6-0'd by Volcarona. So, this was the solution. Power Gem with the Lonely Nature, so I'm not dropping my special attack. Actually, 2 shots a Volcarona at +1, and I can live a Flamethrower or a Bug Buzz after turning into a Rock type, which is honestly pretty cool. I can also just call it out straight up if I think he's going to switch into it to try to get the Flame Body on me. So I like that little bit of tech. Additionally, I didn't super need Flower Trick in this game. Like, yeah, it hits Bundle, it hits Milo, but Bundle actually takes more damage from a Power Gem with the Protean than it would with a Flower Trick if you sold in the Rindo Berry, which is a set I'm pretty concerned about. And Meowscarada doesn't really need to do a ton of the Milo, it just needs to knock it off and get out of there because I have different ways of dealing with that, primarily with the Kira. That being said, U-turn, knockoff, and triple axle, specifically triple axle, actually do go really hard into his team. He does not have a good ice check, and with knockoff, I can get rid of the Rocky Helmet that Corviknight is most likely carrying. So that's our team for week 1 of the GPA. How do you think I did? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get right into the battle. But of course, thank you all for watching. Hey, what's going on, everybody? First live comm in some time. I gotta look. I think it's legitimately been probably upwards of, golly, I want to say like 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. I just I wanted to hop on a little bit early. I'm getting ready for Banzai here. I think we should be getting to go here. Just wanted to say, like, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Banzai for being super communicative. That's the word. Oh, I didn't mention this. I just recorded the team builder. Shout out to everyone who helped me do mocks. I am very rusty at the time, and having someone to kind of bounce ideas off of, having some people has been super helpful. I'm not going to name names in case you guys want to remain anonymous, but I really do appreciate that. Shout out to you guys. I'm going to tune back in when we get connected. couple of thoughts before we lose 6-0 from preview if he brings Conkeldurr. Clodsire is going to be an issue. Terraghost, Knucklesack, or Hatterene are issues. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, we're back at it. So we lose 6-0. We have lost. Also, I don't know what the hell, pardon my French, that Farigiraf is doing there. But I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so in all my mocks, I let off with Kyurem. I think it does the most into his team. I was worried about that being Terraghost. I was so scared about that being Terraghost. This thing, the Hell Spawn. Okay. What can Farigiraf even do? Not a lot, which is really cool. I think this is still my best lead. Yep, he leads Bundle. So, Iron Bundle. So the cool thing about Bundle here is it's 100% spexed. This thing is spexed as all get out. Freeze Dry does about 75% Draco Meteor kills. I don't think he goes in. No Clodsire! Oh my gosh, I just realized that. No Clodsire is crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, no Moon! Wait! Oh no, I don't like this anymore. Oh, this is not the team I expected. I can Freeze Dry here, like, very easily. So that special defensive Knucklesack comes in, takes, I mean, it takes like 25% from a Freeze Dry. Which might be worth it. But also, I just don't want to give Volcarona a free switch. I don't want to give Conkeldurr a free switch. I'm just going to drop a Draco. I think that's the right play. Because, in this position right now, he can either flip turn out into his Corviknight. He can, because he can't Saiyan. If he Saiyan, he loses his bundle, which just is funny, I guess. It would be cool for me. So he needs to go, if he's predicting the Freeze Dry, he needs to go into either the Volcarona or the Conkeldurr. For the record, if Conkeldurr is if Conkeldurr's offensive, this Freeze Dry, actually, maybe is, if he's not offensive, I actually should be able to live. I live a Choice Banded Iron or Mach Punch, so that makes me want to go for the Freeze Dry. Because then Freeze Dry into Meteor kills. So, nah, this is fine. He's U-turn. Why are you U-turn? Okay. Sure, man. Why not? Also, if you hear me taking a sip of something, I am trying the Zero Sugar Black, like Ultra Black Monster Energy. It's pretty good. It's like black cherry. It's not bad. Okay. Knucklesack, yep. Big damage. Don't gotta think about it. Going right out into this thing. Big damage. Actually, yeah, no, because he Terra normals. Or Terra Ghosts here. Yeah. There are the rocks. That's annoying. A taunt. Yep. Yep. So, at this point, I can EQ. I can Smackdown. Which I don't hate. Smackdown into an Earthquake does big damage. He can't really do a ton to me at this point. Knuckle stack. Just for the record, this thing, that may have been like a max roll on a specially defensive variant, but he's definitely mixed at this point. Like, I know that for sure. Lando, Ghost. I hate when it does that. Like, the calc won't automatically do it for me. Smackdown into EQ kills this thing. I kind of just want to click Smackdown. Because there's no way you stay in at this point, because you have no idea what set I am. All you've seen is Taunt. You go into Corviknight. Like 100%, yeah. Or Bundle. Bundle works too. Okay. Good damage on that. That was a bold switch, my friend. He's also got some bulk on him. So having rocks up here kind of blows. So I kind of want to go turn. Sorry, I run so many calcs every game, all the time. Can't really do that. Rocks being up here has put me in not an easy situation, not a fun situation. I should have just U-turned. I am in an awkward position here. Yeah, I mean, I gotta go into this thing. Don't just U-turn again, that would be annoying. Okay, thank you. Haha, thank you. Okay, do I just make the same play, or do I freeze dry this time? Kyurem into Fortnite. I really need these rocks off the field. I just didn't get enough damage on that necklace stack. If I had U-turn there, I would have been in a way better situation. Okay, I think I just Ice Beam again. No? I think I just Ice Beam here. You don't stay in. Also, this thing is scarfed. Is very scarfed. Very, very scarfed. He got like a mineral too. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say that. But he's definitely scarfed. Freeze Dry kills here. So I kinda wanna click that because that covers a lot of switches. I have stand corrected. Alright, that's all good. Yeah, that's not good. Oh man, this thing is chipped down. Okay. Well, it's Volcanion, not Volcarona. Oh, he's also like has like no bulk. Oh, he's just max. Oh, that's not good. I do live a flamethrower here. So am I okay losing my bundle answer to get rid of this thing? I definitely am. Thank you. And I missed a Draco. Sick. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. How do I deal with this thing now? I don't... He was definitely trying to bait something out. Oh, and also he's mirror armor, which is kind of cool. Man, I really need chip on this. Like, very badly. He's also going for a Conch Elder endgame. Which blows. I can't get these rocks off the field because of Terra Ghost. I don't just want to Ice Beam this thing. Because I die. Hey, Phantom. Ice Beam does really good damage to this thing. I really need to get my rocks off the field. Or get these rocks off the field. I think... Okay, how do I want to position this? Because I can go out into Wheezing here. I can get up T-Spikes, which immediately pressures him to start defogging. The issue is if he's Iron Head. Iron Head. Well, with rocks up, he 2-shots. No, he doesn't. U-turn here would be bad, but not impossible to come out from. He definitely just turns here, though. That's the issue. Yeah. I think I'm okay letting this thing go down. I just need to get... I need positioning. And the fact that that bundle is boots, most likely, I feel a lot better about just dropping an Ice Beam and getting damage on this thing. Because I need to set up for Lucario endgame. Wheezing has enough speed to outspeed this thing if he has no investment. That's what the speed was for. Or if he's like 8 speed, I've sped corrupted enough. So potentially, depending on his investment, an Ice Beam into a Flamethrower will kill. So I'm just going to click Ice Beam. I'm going to get my damage. He is Spadef as all heck. And that's not good. What just happened? This play, this turn of events, not great. Get a freeze. I mean, my only play here actually is to go into Corviknight, or to go into this thing and taunt. That's not good. Why are you bulk up? I'm gonna be at -1 because he's mirror armor. He's gonna start doing damage, man. That's not good. So then how do I break this? That's not good. Oh no. Sorry. That's not good. I needed that, but that's not good. My gosh. I just got bailed out so hard. Oh. Dude. Oh, I'm sorry, Bonsai. Oh, that's not good. This was a really good set into me. Okay, so he has a lot of special defense, for the record. So okay, how do I'm really sorry. I need to take advantage of this, though. Like, I need to play this into my advantage. I think... Do I just... Ice Beam should potentially kill here. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna give me a Corviknight, which is really big for Lucario endgame. So, two schools of thought here. One, Kieran's done its job. I let it go down. If he goes out into the Volcarona, I just need to drop a Draco. He goes into Conk. Second school of thought. He... Kelder. So, second school of thought is he probably Mach Punches here. Most likely. I am just going to continue to assume that he has Adamant Choice Band Iron Fists. Mach Punch does 8%. Hard Press. So Hard Press was a move that was brought against me. With Stealth Rocks up, it is a guaranteed one-hit KO on my Weezing. Which would suck because T-Spike Pressure, really good into his team. Really, really, really good. But I don't want him making a read because at this point... Banzai, man. He's such a good dude. I feel so bad about that freeze. That freeze was massive. That was such a good set into my team. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. I really need Lando to check you and you. I don't need Weezing for anything. So I'm just going to go into Weezing. There's a Mach Punch, and it did 5%. Okay, interesting. T-Spikes at this point would be really nice. But also so would damage on Conkeldurr. I'm just going to get this up. And now I spam Clear Smog until I die, I think. Which was the secondary purpose of this Weezing. Sure do. I don't need this thing anymore. The only thing is, like... Yeah, I'm just gonna spam Clear Smog until I die. Like, technically, Flamethrower does more, like, obviously. But... Switch out. You want to go into your Knackle stack. Ooh. Okay, there's a Fiery Dance. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep spamming Clear Smog. Ooh, switch into your Knackle stack. Alright, that's fine. So we lost Weezing, which isn't great. I'm gonna be honest. No. I'm going to Meow. Knockoff would actually be super nice right now. But, how do I want to play this? I think I need to reveal Triple Axe, or, because you just switch right into the thing. Terraghost Knackle Sack, man. I think I lose to it, which sucks. Well, okay, let's think here. Farigarath. So, actually, I don't mind... Okay. I need just a little bit of chip on this thing. So, I'm gonna go out of Meowscarada. I am gonna click Power Gem. I'm probably sacrificing my thing here. But Power Gem at this point. Like, he didn't show boots, did he? Came in on the T-Spike. So he might be like choiced. Like scarfed, wanting to test it here. I'm okay if he makes a switch to Conkeldurr here. This only well, in that case. But I can't let this thing set up. Meow. Knock off. Drop the grass type. I actually live a flamethrower. Knock off is definitely my best play. I think just hands down. Like, obviously the funny play is to click Power Gem. That'd be really cool. But I need to cover for the Knacklasack coming in. I need to cover Conkeldurr, and I need to get rid of its item, whether it's Assault Vest or whatever it is. Yeah. And that just killed. Cool. Cool. Ah! That works with me. I don't know how that killed. That should never have killed. Oh, that's right. He had, like, no bulk. That's right. But even... How did that kill? Oh, I see. Okay. For whatever reason, the calc has... The Uber's Volcarona set as having max defense. Which, I mean, makes sense. But yeah, okay. It's cool with me. Okay, so at this point, Bundle has a chance to die. I don't think he does because he seems to have a lot of bulk. But there is a 50% chance of him dying. If he goes into this thing, since this thing is not scarfed, I can actually pretty freely give something to Bundle every single time. I kind of need to be able to force back in some stuff. Do I live a U-turn? Just out of curiosity. Actually, I have a shot of living a hydro pump, depending on his investment here. I'm just gonna click knock off here. He does live. Live. Ah, the crit. That's fair. I feel as though that's fair. Ooh, did I just throw this game away? I may have. Maybe. Oh, that Knacklasack is gonna be the end of me. Yeah, okay. Annoying. I want these stupid rocks gone. But he's definitely just gonna U-turn. Okay. Okay. Alright, silly Billy. Oh, okay. You know what? No, I got the freeze on his Corviknight. This is fair. I deserve this. I deserve this. Stay in and keep firing off attacks and then thaw and let me get rid of the rocks. Please and thank you. Why does anyone even play this game? Oh, classic. Classic. That sucks. Yeah, I don't actually have the pieces to win this game anymore. Unthaw. That's so big! Oh my gosh! That's huge! Rapid spin kill! Absolute cinema. So, okay, real quick. Okay. Okay. We're back. Maybe. I don't know. So that Knuckle Sack is technically in range at this point. I just need to bring in Landorus in Taunt and start firing off EQs. The only reason that the Rapid Spin was so big is at this point I can now force in also for the record, depending on his investment, I actually may have needed a roll there. I did 16% if he was fully offensive. I did 13 if he was maxed out. Whatever. Okay. So I need Nakasak to come in, and then it's either going to recover or it's going to taunt. If it recovers, that is fine with me, because it means I can then taunt it. He probably ends up going into his Farigarath, and I can U-turn on that thing out into my Kyurem, depending on its investment. What's this thing called? Farigarath. Yeah, like max attack. I actually have a shot here of living a never mind. Well, okay, if he's quiet or like modest, I don't live. I have a shot of living Terra Blast, maybe a Psyshock depending on his investment. If he's like just super bulky, I live a Psyshock. If he goes into the Farigarath, I just need to attack it, I think. He goes into the Knuckle Stack. Perf. I wanted to force this thing in at this point. I need to get a taunt off. I'm okay if the taunt lands into the Farigarath or the conch. Cool. I can now U-turn, or I can just click EQ. I think I'm just going to click EQ. I'm going to get my damage. Yep. Nope. Screw your Salt Cure. Yeah, I really do not. Do you guys see why I loathe this Mon so much? He tried to set up Stealth Rocks on the last play that I taunted. And he was like, I meant to click Salt here, my bad. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's -1 and it's doing nothing. Because I have the Covert Cloak. Here's the Body Press. I can now pretty freely just click EQ. Methinks. If he goes out into the Farigarath, this EQ plus U-turn combo should do him in. It does. If he goes out into the conch. Conch. 2 EQs actually kills that thing. So he's got to let this thing go down. Going to hope. If he goes out into the conch after, I need to sack my Terapagos. And then go and get... Okay, perfect. So, there's the Farigarath. Kind of want to taunt this thing, gotta be honest. Perfect! Okay. That's what we wanted to see. Yep, Perfect. I had rocks on this set over taunt initially. Or I had taunt and then it went to rocks and now it's back. Bonsai just came back from IKEA, his brain's fried. These things happen. Okay. I'm just gonna click EQ, I think. And 2 EQs, I mean... Okay. Now you turn. So for the record, Conk, Kelder. Come on, you want to switch out. If you have upper hand, I'm kind of boned, but that's fine. The boy who lived to come to die. Alright, I'm just gonna let him... I'm gonna lose some differential here just so I can, Intim cycle. Oh, he... Okay. Curious. And we're gonna EQ here. So, just for the record, a -2, but poisoned upper hand into Lucario does not kill. So I can just Terra E-Speed. Okay, and he's just gonna give me this. Sweet. GG's. Alright, well that's the game. 2-0 victory. We did it. Rust is gone. Not really. I did not play this game super well. My positioning in the early game was kind of bad. I brought it back though. GG's to Bonsai, man. That freeze on the Corvin, I think, was really unfortunate. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I played really poorly around that. GG's, man. If you guys enjoyed the battle, make sure to leave a like. I know my live commentary was not like the most invigorating, but super happy I've done it for you guys. With that, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.